There are really two things that come to mind when I think about filmmaking and where it's heading. The first is the DIY handycam filmmaker. It's safe to admit that today's technology can make even the town idiot into a web phenomenon. There's a fascination when normal people with webcams can aspire to be the next Spielbergs or Coen brothers. Just the idea of movies made with one camera like Paranormal Activity becoming big hits is a testament to this. Another is the female's voice in film and media, especially in animation where a lot of the cartoonists we first think of are rarely women, or the fact that most portrayal of women are remnants of a sexist fantasy. A shame when one of our first pioneers to animation was a woman like Lottie Reiniger, and that most people haven't even heard of her or The Adventures of Prince Ahmed, one of the first animated features predating Snow White by over 10 years. So before you think this video is just me getting on a soapbox to start ranting about the unfair treatment of women in the media, or the fact that the media is run by nobodies with a lack of film experience, I think I just want to bring up my opinions before discussing a short that deals with these issues called Dreams and Desires Family Ties, from 2006, animated by Joanna Quinn. You probably haven't heard of Quinn, but are familiar with her work with the early Charmin commercials. You know, the bears that crap in the woods. Yeah, those are her thing. Among Brenda Chapman, Sally Cruikshanks, and Lottie Reiniger, Quinn is one of my favorite female animators. If you check out more of her work, of which I hope I convince you to do by the end of this video, you'll appreciate her attention to detail, her soft pencil strokes, and overall powerful female characters that break most conventions in film. Most notably having characters with thick accents and untraditional physiques, these women are in control, make the calls, and overall fun to watch. Dreams and Desires continues this tradition from Quinn, where we focus our attention to Beryl, a recurring character in some of her shorts. She's an aspiring filmmaker now, constantly quoting Eisenberg among others, and reading up from Méliès to Hitchcock. Unlike most animated shorts, let alone animations in general, the short is filmed from the perspective of Beryl's camera, which makes this arguably a found footage animated film. Something hard to do, especially for hand-drawn animation where the process requires a fixed camera view, making it easier to transition from drawing to drawing. Beryl takes her camera to her friend's wedding and attempts ambitious tracking shots and camera views like her idols. Unfortunately, she's less like Eisenstein and more like Ralph Cramton, and each attempt goes from bad to worse within the matter of seconds. Added with a corgi that never keeps its poopin', a lot of sex and drugs, you have yourselves one of the worst weddings since, I don't know, insert Kardashian here. Granted, I think most people will find the accents a little hard to hear from, that and the toilet humor might be pushing it a little too far. However, it adds to the appeal of these characters, almost making them relatable people. Beryl is a very relatable character, especially as someone who doesn't hold a degree in film. We imagine ourselves as these voices of a new generation, when in actuality are finding it harder to distinguish their dream from reality. Added on the fact that Beryl is a recurring character in most of Quinn's work that follows her from her first shorts into the 80s until now, it's a joy to see her progress. If you consider yourself somewhat of a feminist, or at least someone who likes good progressive female characters, check out Joanna Quinn's work. Otherwise, as far as the U generation goes, this is one you can't miss. For a short that focuses on an amateur filmmaker, this is a masterpiece in the medium so far.